Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the flight deck. We are here in Las Vegas, going to carry on with our tour for supporting the F1 series, and things are looking good at the moment. It's a clear day. Winds are fairly strong out of the north. We're going to be departing off of runway 01 today and flying all the way over on this long haul to Edinburgh, Scotland. Alright, so it's fairly quiet in the sim right now. Let's just jump inside the aircraft and see if we can get a little bit of noise going on here. Just so I know that everything is up and running. Alright, first thing we're going to do is pop up to the overhead. And let's get the batteries on. So battery switch is open. Battery is on standby. Power is to auto, and external power is now alive. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't seeing any indication on my sound bars there. So we're going to come down now and take a look at everything. So hydraulic pumps. Pop down here. Hydraulic pumps are off, and auto pressurization is off. Wipers are off. Nav lights are going to come on. Logo light will come on. Landing gear lever is confirmed down. Parking brake is confirmed on. Throttles are in cutoff. Fuel is in cutoff. Reversers are all stowed. And we are good there. So as mentioned, we have external power on. And we'll get the external power on the other side as well. And we're going to fire up the APU and get that going. So here we are. This is Kevin over here. I did a whole bunch of shifting of liveries and stuff off my C drive, and I think I broke the one he's supposed to be using. But we'll get that sorted out when we get there. If you hear Molly in the background, for some reason she's barking a lot at things that are currently going on outside, and just being a little bit noisy. Alright, everything is good there. So, Kevin, if you're watching audio in the Discord, I'll send you a quick little message as well. Alright, sounds like the APU is up and going, so let's pop back inside. So the APU is on. APU generators are now on. APU bleeds. Pop down here. APU bleeds are on as well. AC is set and we are good to go there. Cabin air packs are now on. As well, we'll get some air moving in. Engine bleeds are all off. And trim air and recirculation is all on. Alright, over back up top. IRSs are now coming online. And down we go to the FMC. Long flight, just over 9 hours. Should be a good one though. Alright, so we have the 7478. Everything is looking good there. Current database is correct. Position initialization. We'll come in here. We'll grab our GPS and put it in. And then it's now in. So we're going to come into our route. Actually, before we do that, let's go to our menu, settings, weight balance. We'll get this information entered in before we start entering anything else. So our fuel load for today is going to be 106,583. So 106,583 on our fuel load, and our zero fuel weight is not bad. Again, it's a different airframe that we have, but we want to get our gross weight up to 3954. So we're going to add 6, 7, 8, 9, 40,000 pounds of cargo. So we're going to go to 47275. That's 3932. So we'll increase our passenger count to 340. Oh, that didn't do much. 364. No, let me do that. 360. No. Let's see. I want another 2. So if we go 49257, 3954. There we go. So that is our fuel, and our weights are set. We can head back over here and start bringing in our route. So we're going to request our route out of SimBrief. Fairly long today. There we go. And we will load it in, get her programmed in, and we will see what we get. So we're just watching OBS, and for some reason it's my sound levels keep stopping if I'm not actively on that screen, which is a bit of a pain. Let me know if there's any sound issues on the stream itself. But as soon as I click off, they seem to freeze, which is not good. Alright, so we're going to execute the route. We can go to our pages. Bunch of directs as we head out over America, all the way out, and then direct to a bunch of waypoints across the North Atlantic and Greenland, and then coming all the way down. A little bit of an airway here, and that's our endpoint on our route. So that is looking good. So for our departure, again, we are going to go off on runway 01 right. And we are going off the Rat Pack 3 departure. And we are transitioning at Frank. Obviously Frank Sinatra. And we can come back to our index. And currently we are looking at doing the 24 arrival, ILS runway 24. Basically we're going to end up right at the exit point for the star, but we're not coming in on the star. So that is fine. It'll be the ILS runway 24. We're not transitioning at TLA, and we're not using a star. Like I said, the Perth 1 Golf is the closest, but that's the same exit point, so we're just going to leave it at that. So back over to our legs, we can see our departure here after Rat Pack, and off we go. All the way over, and then we're going to do a self vector over to the intercept for the ILS. We would have got vectors anyway, so that is looking good. So that's the legs all done. All right. So we're going to go to our performance initialization now. So our zero fuel weight is set. Reserve fuel for today's flight is going to be, let me just pull up my flight plan and the fuel. How do you find the texture? Yeah, it looks It looks good. It looks a little bit more realistic. I'll give it that. Yeah. 4.3 on the reserves. That is looking good. Cruise altitude today is 330. That's good cost index. We run at 90. And that is all looking good there. Thrust limits. We do not have a cell temp. That is fine. We're going to go off on the usual takeoff and full power over here. So we're going to go off at flaps 10. Center of gravity is now set. We can do our runway winds, which, as mentioned, are not too bad. I will just grab it and throw it into the chat. Oh, by the way, Lemon Wolf, hi. How you doing? 320 at 10, gusting 20. 320 at 10. So there's the winds are in. Acceleration height's fine. We can do our V1, V2, VR, and that is all set. So 154, 169, and 185. Alright, so if we go to our climb page, transition altitude 18,000 feet is correct. So that is now set up. We can go over to our legs page on Roger's side. So back up to the overhead panel. IRSs are aligning, electrical panel, utilities on, standby power is on, APU is on. We are on APU generators. DC generators are off. Hydraulics, we are off on the auto pressurization, and the fuel pump, or the hydraulic pumps, are turned off. APU is running. Let's pop up to the top. Emergency exit lights are now armed and guarded. Everything is good there. Fuel panel and cross feeds are on. Fuel pump switches are off. Window heats are now on. Engine anti-ice we will set to auto. Wing engine anti-ice set to auto. Wipers are all off. And lights there are good. Popping back up top. Yaw dampers are on. Altitude selection is all set. Flight deck temperatures are set to auto. Upper recirculation is on. Trim air is on. Packs are on. APU bleeds are on. Engine bleeds are currently off. Alright, we are good there. We're just going to pop down to the panel here. Our altimeter 2972. So we'll get that in. And that is set and cross-checked. Weather, traffic, and train are all off. ND mode is correct. Here's where we're sitting right now in the cargo area at Las Vegas Airport. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle is armed. Autopilot disengage bar is up. LNAV and VNAV are preset. Toga is armed. V2 plus 10 on our speed, so we're going to want 185, 205, or 195, sorry. V2 plus 10. Runway heading here at Vegas off of runway 01 right will be 14 degrees. That is set. Initial climb altitude. Again, we'll be stepping as we go, but we're going up to 33,000, and we'll just take that all the way up. Since there's no ATC here, we are in multiplayer on the Northern Europe server. There could be other traffic around as well. I did hear aircraft here earlier. There's 33,000 set. Bank limit is set to auto. And runway heading is set. Display controls are fine at the moment. Oxygen master stowed. CART brightnesses are fine. Turn them down slightly. It's dark, but the sun will be rising shortly, and we'll get the sun up. So flight instruments and NDs are checked. Integrated standby flight display, it's over here. That is checked. CRT brightness are all set. Landing gear delivery is confirmed down. Auto brake set to RTO. Fuel quantity and gross weight is checked and matches the flight plan. Speed brake lever is down. Thrust levers are idles. Reverser stowed. Fuel cutoff switches are set. Flaps are 0, indicating 0. Transponder is set to 2,000 and is in standby. And seatbelt signs for the guys in the back. Our crew are now on. Alright, so before pushback start, we can verify the APU is indeed up and running, and we are on. APU generators are verified on. External power is disconnected and off. Hydraulic pumps are on, and pressurization is set to auto. Fuel pumps are all on, and if we pop down and do a quick fuel check, we have no fuel in the center or stabilizer tank, so we do not have to worry about that one. We'll leave the fuel on there, so those can remain off. Beacon light will lower, but I want both lower and upper. There we go. Stab trim, we're going to come down and check our trim. We want 5.8, and our stab is 5.7, so 5.7 is set. Transponder on standby, seatbelts done, and we're ready for our start. So first thing we're going to do is come down to the radios. 1, 2, 2, 8. And we'll set that up, and we will do a radio check. McCarran terminal, Skyways 5556 on the cargo ramp. Radio check. Okay, I don't seem to be coming across. Oh, I see why. Let me do that. Las Vegas terminal, Skyways 5556, radio check. Let me just check. Negative on the radio. Really? Let me, Las Vegas Terminal Skyways 5556 radio check. Alright, let's see if we can set this up directly since we're the only two here. Not sure why this is not working. Let's see. Excuse the behind the scenes stuff here. Are you reading me now?
I am indeed. How me?
Well, they're not sure what was going on with that.
That is very odd. Probably ping issues.
Okay, in that case, Las Vegas Terminal Skyways 5556 radio check.
5x5, how me? Postman 541.
You are 5x5.
Thank you.
All right, so we are set here, good to go for engine start. And we will get our push crew in.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Well aware of that. All right, so we're going to push back here, and we're going to go tail to our left, nose to the right, and that'll have us facing back out this way. As you can see, it is still dark here in Vegas. What time is it where I am? 9:30. It's 6:30 in the morning here, although the city is still all lit up like it usually is.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
And I think we're starting to see very faint hints of light on the horizon. This is the Orbex Las Vegas, obviously with the additional scenery, nice palm trees and everything, and then we've got
Departure checks completed.
the Las
Bypass
Vegas
pin inserted.
area all lit up as well. Looking good. They've even got that new dome thing going on out there, so looks really interesting. I didn't have it when we flew in here, but it's in here now as we depart. Alright, there's the tug. Come back on board.
Locking gear.
So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a search through stuff as I find out. I think I've accidentally have not installed the livery that Kevin's using, which I did have. So on the move of all my files, so that's okay. We'll get it sorted out. Nose right, tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Las Vegas area traffic, Skyways 5556 on the cargo apron, push and start facing south.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, so let's get 3 and 4 up and going. Of course, on this aircraft, we have enough APU power. We can start 2 at one time. So there's 3 and 4 starting up. Bleeds are on. Or they're showing that they're off. And we can add fuel. There they go. So we're leaving here before sunrise. We'll have sunshine on the way over, and I believe we'll be landing in the dark when we get to Edinburgh. So it'll be interesting. And as per normal, this is a long one. It's a 9.5 hour flight. So we're going to be doing a split stream. We'll stream up until we get up to cruise altitude at 330, and then we'll stop the stream. And about 8 hours later, we'll pick it up again on the other side for the briefing and our arrival into Edinburgh, Scotland. And with all that fluffing about, I missed something. So unfortunately, we didn't get too far, so I'm just going to shut the engines down. Okay, just wait. Good thing is these things start up pretty quickly. You're gonna have to wait for the push to complete. It's my VA tracker. Don't want to miss this one. These long flights are a pain to have to redo.
Please set parking brakes.
Alright, so brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Alright, so now we can start. Alright, let's get 3 and 4 up and running again. Turn on the fuel. Sounding good. As soon as they get starter cut off, we'll start 1 and 2. There we go, and 1 and 2 now starting. Turn the fuel on as well. It'll introduce when it's ready. See the valves open. There we go. Fuel now going into the engines. Alright, there's starter cutoff on 1 and 2. Okay, up we go. And engine bleeds for all 4 engines are now on. Generators are showing on. AP generators will now come off. APU will come off. APU bleed will come off. Anti-ice is all on auto. Flight controls will pop down and go to our flight control page. So full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, left rudder, right rudder. Neutral. Auto brake is set to RTO. Flight deck door is closed. And we'll get the taxi light on. Turn off lights are on. We're going to go via Bravo. Las Vegas area traffic, Skyways 5556, taxiing to runway 01 right via Romeo, Bravo, Delta, crossing runway 26 right, hold short, Delta 3. Alright, there's brakes released. Let's add some power. No, we can't add power yet. And we gotta put the parking brake on. Forgot to tell these guys.
To ground. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine. Start. You can disconnect.
I'm all over the place today. Just out here watching these guys.
Unlocking gear.
So as soon as they're unlocked and they're out of the way, I think I can stop this animation sequence. Because I want to make sure that everything is
Tow truck
disconnected.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Nah, we'll let it play out. He's just walking out anyway. There goes the tow. He should be walking out over here. There he is. You can't see him unless you look up over the glare shield. There's the pin. There's the thumbs up. Oh yeah, definitely seeing some light in the sky. Nice morning dawn takeoff. So he's gonna walk away. Alright, we are good to go. So brakes released. Now we can get moving. We'll make sure we don't suck them into an engine. There we go. Sorry about that, Kevin. Keeping you waiting there. Ooh, nice red on the horizon there. So if you're here on our arrival, we had the fireworks going on New Year's Eve, provided by the I Love VFR guys. It's pretty cool coming in, seeing the fireworks over the city.
Biggest traffic postman 541 and Alpha Charlie to push start facing what direction? To the south.
Alright, so we're going to come out of here. We're going to jog slightly to the left, and we're going down to Bravo. It's an odd little light thing there. Alright, this is Quebec. Should be Bravo, because that's a hold short line. Of course, this is now not lining up with my charts where it's positioning me, but that's fine. Yeah, it's 26 right. This will be Bravo. This flight temp is Vegas, so it's a little bit frame heavy, intensive. We'll see how we do. But we're basically going to follow this all the way out to Delta. Look at the area, yeah, you can see the stuttering there a little bit as I move the view around. A lot going on out there. We got the ball, we got the neon signs and the displays. We're following this out on the map here. get a little bit of stuttering as things load in.